Hi, Mel here, and today I'll be taking you with me to visit United's Polaris Lounge at Washington, D.C.'s Dulles International Airport. I've been to the Polaris Lounge in Chicago quite a few times, but this was my first opportunity to visit the one at Dulles. So what was the D.C. Polaris Lounge like, and how does it compare to its Chicago counterpart? I hope you'll come along with me today to find out. Also, if you enjoy this type of content, I hope you'll hit the like button and subscribe. And with that out of the way, let's get started. I was recently in Brussels for a little over a week, and on my flight back to my hometown of Chicago, I had a connection at Dulles Airport in Washington, D.C. with quite a bit of time to fill during my layover. Because my transatlantic flight was in United's Polaris business class, I was eligible to visit the Dulles Polaris Lounge. I'll discuss eligibility requirements later in the video, so stay tuned for that. Dulles International Airport has flights arriving and departing from 4 different concourses. The United Polaris Lounge is located in Concourse C, near Gate C18. So whether you're coming from the check-in and security area at the main terminal, or you're on a layover between flights like I was, you should hop on the Underground Aero train and exit at Concourse C, then head up the escalator, and once you reach the top, the signs are easy to follow and the lounge is next to impossible to miss. After passing through the automatic glass doors, you'll need to check in at the desk facing you. Then to enter the lounge, take the marble steps up a level or take the elevator to level L. As I entered the lounge, I was immediately impressed by the premium feel of the space. The colors, the style, the artwork, and the overall aesthetic work together to create a subtle yet more elevated feel than most lounges. I was also pleasantly surprised to see how empty the lounge was. My visit was in the evening, so I'm guessing the lounge might be busier earlier in the day. If you've been to this Polaris Lounge, let me know in the comments if your experience was different. Since it was already getting late, I decided to check out the food and drink options first. Just like the Polaris Lounge in Chicago, this lounge offers self-serve buffet options, as well as a la carte service with a menu. All food throughout the lounge is complimentary. I first went to see all the options at the buffet. The area surrounding the buffet is full of tables to accommodate diners. And the buffet itself offers an impressive array of appetizing options. But if you're like me and prefer ordering from a menu, head to the dining room at the back of the lounge. At the entrance, there's a sign asking you to wait to be seated, but I was quickly greeted and given a table. While the dining room can accommodate up to 42 diners at a time, it still manages to feel peaceful and secluded. The drink menu offers cocktails, spirits, and beers and wines. I was pretty exhausted from my long transit day, so I decided to pass on alcohol this time and just stick with water. In terms of food options, the menu offers breakfast selections on the left and lunch and dinner options on the right. I ordered the roasted red pepper bisque along with my old standby, the Polaris signature burger with wedge-cut fries. The soup was quite nice, presented with a drizzle of basil oil on top. My burger arrived next, and as always, I thoroughly enjoyed it. It's served on a brioche bun and topped with cheddar cheese, lettuce, pickles, and tomatoes. In full disclosure, I had already eaten at both the Chase Sapphire Lounge and the Capital One Lounge, so I wasn't able to finish the whole burger this time. But I did save room for my favorite dessert, the chocolate chip skillet cookie with vanilla ice cream. And I enjoyed every bite, despite already being full. In addition to the buffet and the full-service dining room, the Dulles Polaris Lounge also includes a full-service bar. They have a pretty comprehensive drink menu which offers a large assortment of complimentary craft beers, wines, and creative cocktails. You'll also find plenty of seating options nearby. And if you're there in the morning, there's an espresso machine at the end of the bar for made-to-order espresso drinks. Finally, if you're only in the mood for a small snack, there are a couple of counters with options like coffee, cold drinks, fruit, and snack foods at convenient locations. As plentiful as the food and drink options are at the United Polaris Lounge, I think the seating options are equally impressive. I read that there are 335 seats in this lounge and even more power outlets. Take a look at all the different lounging and relaxing spaces scattered throughout the 21,000 square foot space. While you can certainly rest or work in one of the many seating areas scattered throughout the lounge, this Polaris Lounge also offers dedicated spaces for both activities. If you're looking to get some work done, there are some cozy pods that offer privacy, as well as a comfortable chair, USB and power ports, personal lighting, and a desktop. There are also glass-enclosed rooms called phone booths that are perfect for conference calls and online meetings. If you'd rather stretch out and take a nap, there are quiet suites that you can sign up for. Each suite comes with a leather lounger, blankets and pillows, and a side table with handy amenities like a white noise machine, tissues, water, an eye mask, and earplugs. Finally, if you need any help with your United reservation, there are agents at the service desk ready to assist. Two final areas of the lounge that are worth checking out are the restrooms and the showers. All gender restrooms line both sides of the signature star-studded hallway, with a red or green light indicating whether each is occupied or available. While the design is simple, each restroom is large, clean, and functional. And they're stocked with Therabody hand soap and lotion. The showers are located in the same hallway as the quiet suites. If you're interested in reserving one, you can sign up at the nearby desk. Like the restrooms, the shower suites are spacious, clean, and very functional. They contain everything you'd expect, including a convenient bench, toilet, a sink and vanity with Therabody amenities, and a nice shower with 2 shower heads and Therabody shampoo, conditioner, and bath gel. My favorite feature in the shower suite is the pressing closet. Leave your clothes in there and somebody will take, press, and return them while you shower. My time at the lounge went quickly, and before I knew it, I needed to make my way to the departure gate. I'll discuss my final thoughts on the lounge as I make my way there, but first, here are the requirements for entry. If a person flies United Polaris business class, they can access the Polaris lounges at departure, connecting, and arrival airports along their eligible same-day itinerary. If a person flies international long-haul first class on a Star Alliance member airline, they can access the Polaris lounge at the departure airport for their international long-haul first class flight. And if a person flies international long-haul business class on a Star Alliance member airline, they can access the Polaris Lounge at the departure airport for their international long-haul business class flight. With that out of the way, what's my final verdict on the DC Polaris Lounge, and how do I think it compares to the Chicago Lounge? As you can probably guess, I love everything about this lounge. The aesthetic of the space, the scattered lounging areas, the special accommodations offered for working, resting, and showering, and the incredible diversity of complimentary food and drink options. I also love that at least on the day I visited, the lounge was not at all busy. I actually think that United is smart to have such strict entry requirements because it minimizes overcrowding and just makes the experience feel more premium than other lounges. And I actually like the Dulles Polaris Lounge slightly more than the Chicago Polaris Lounge. I felt like there were so many different seating options, and in my opinion, the buffet was better. Also, in the Chicago Lounge, I always have to wait to be seated in the dining room, while at the Dulles Lounge, there was no wait at all. I suspect one reason is that the Dulles dining room accommodates so many more diners. This seems like a good time to mention that, as always, my travel experiences are not paid for, sponsored, or discounted in any way, and nobody was informed that I was doing this review. If you enjoyed coming along with me today, let me know in the comments. And if you've had a chance to try the Polaris Lounge for yourself, let me know what you thought. Also, if you've visited more than one, how did you think they stacked up? By the way, if you're interested in more lounge options at Dulles International Airport, you might want to check out my recent video on the Capital One Lounge there, as well as another video that covers all the priority pass options that Dulles offers. I'll put the links to both of those videos in the description below, as well as a link to my review of my United Polaris flight from Brussels. If you enjoy content like this, I hope you'll hit the like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future videos. It's also a great way to support the channel. Until next time, happy travels.